LBR TV of education, information, and entertainment starts now.
Let me answer the question. First of all, a good question. In life, there are rules for life. Don't forget about where your root is coming from. I was born in Nimba. It is Nimba County that gives me the authority to be able to take the capital building. It is Nimba County that brought me to the limelight today. So the first thing I did it for Nimba County. However, when I made a decision that I was going to form a party and I was going to run for president, I said move from Nimba. Well, what is going on in Nimba? We are currently building bridge in one country. We are starting to build one of the longest bridges ever in Lofa County. This month of March, we are deploying machine in Grand County. We are just left Bonny County, and our team of technicians just returned from Bonny County, and within 2 weeks, we are going to start constructing and doing several renovation work and building one important bridge in Bonny County. We are heading to Sano. We are preparing, we are meeting our grandmaster team tomorrow, and we are meeting our Cape Man team tomorrow because we are preparing to go to Cape Man and then go to Buffalo. So, you see, Nimba County is there the story of your mother. No matter how big you become, you can't be bigger than your mother. So, the first breath of life that I got, it came from the mountain, Nimba County. So, now we have become Nimba County. We have become Nimba County contribution to the Republic of Liberia. And we are aware that Nimba County alone cannot make you president of Liberia. That's why we have moved from Nimba now. We are attacking Bon, Lupa, Bomi, Cape Mount, Grand no, Magibi. These are the areas that we are attacking. And we'll go Maryland. We already have a plan to go Maryland. So from there, Monserrado, we have not started anything Monserrado yet. Like I said in my statement, this was one of the first approaches we make in Monserrado. But the biggest thing that CMC will ever do, everything that CMC will do in Liberia, if you take and remove Monserrado and combine everything else, the one we're doing Monserrado will be more than all. Any party, you will never be a serious party until you develop a stronghold in Monserrado. We are determined to do that by doing this. We're not proud party. We're not a party where when you're walking, all the crowd follow you. We are a party that come and speak to people in cluster. 1-1, 2-2, in small community. So we start with community engagement in Monserrado in April. So Oma, we are all over. We promise you, we started in Lima, but we have not left Lima. We are all over the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Prophecy of the pastor of the new one for the final answer of the section. But if nothing, because he spoke it all, and the first lady from the market who is ahead, get 3 questions from him. Times, I validated the time and I control the time. So for the can you take
Hello.
Hello. I'm sorry, come.
Hello.
Come. Okay, last for the meeting issue. I was taking the meeting last time, right? I didn't get spell. I said, I didn't spell. I don't know. Oh, I wanted to come here to see you. I know it. I delivered the first, the second, and even I said that in Jesus' name, you know, in Jesus' name, okay, I just, you know, I tried to say that to someone in this community. You know what I'm saying? We've been there, we've been to the first stream, we've been going all over. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you what for everything. In the real life, you're invited there. I think I can say everything about it. And now, I then take the video. I'm going to leave it. Women! Women don't say that we have to do something. We have to do something. My chairman, that is my best friend. He came up and said, hey, I want to be here, or I want to be here. So, what I do to me, everybody else, the leadership is good to me. So, I welcome you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Please allow them to do. So, my question I want to ask you. What your mission in 12th Street community? Thank you very much. And I still more on the character who today. And all the customers here.
The question is strategic. Our mission here is a reconnaissance mission. I came to see whether 12th Street community will make the face. Our indicator, I think you are giving me faith, which means we are coming back to you.
Thank you very much. A close for the indication that there will be indication for question and answer to the so we have an stick camera. And a stick camera that I will identify as the master of ceremony. Can you come on to your podium for the 1 minute for the honorable after that? 1 minute.
Thank you very much. You made an indication. No man has spoken. Thank you, sir. No. No, it's simple. No. The chairman has asked the honorable to help us delegate this baby, right? I just want to let the honorable know that we are ignorant. We got nothing. We got people here that can do their work and trust the chairman and trust us. We will organize ourselves so that you will know that there will be transparency. We're organized. We got officers here. We got partners here. So that we can do this work. And from there, we will ask you to be giving us contract. I am an engineer. I'm a plumber. I'm a carpenter. I'm a mason. So we will do it. And the chairman will charge the chairman. Now, the question I'm asking you, President is going to make sure that point of line to produce a representative. Will you support the crazy representative? That's my question. And I will be member of your party. Thank you. Thank you very much. Honorable Musa Hassan Bello, two of you want to produce a representative of District 9 or 8. And you will be a presidential candidate for in the 2039 election. Will you support the son of choice?
So, choice 3, I suppose, is part of this District 9. Maybe it will change. Including myself, if you read the CMT Constitution, we pick the best candidate. We do not pre-select candidates. One thing that has gone wrong in political parties is the local, maybe the mayor official in the party or the party close to the political leader or the chairman. They just go there and take the person and put it there. We're not going to do that. In every district, the people of that district will make a decision as to who is going to represent them. And we have a system, and if you are the most popular person, there will be no question you will be selected. But no matter how close you are to the power, if the stand on the community is that will report you there, you will not make it. If the party forces you on the people, the party will suffer the lashes. But if you put a popular candidate, it means that popular candidate can convince the people to vote for the party. So there will be no free ride. There will be no free ride on CNC ticket. Each other party, for instance, like Unity Party, when you are setting lawmaker, you automatically are the representative for the district. In CMC, if you are sitting lawmaker and you are getting to be unpopular, the party will not take you. Because we will not take the race. We will put somebody there, we come in the community, you can see clearly, and that's the person that go on. So we are very clear on that. And there will be no bias.
Thank you. Question and answer will be pulling on numerous. And we can just take everything because of sin. So we take two individuals. After that, we close. So come here if you want to have a question for the individual. You have to be brief in 30 seconds. 30 seconds is sufficient. 30 seconds is sufficient. Thank you. Before I add the out the leader to the show, I would like to say thank you for coming. It's a pleasure that I sit close to you and listen to the counts by our leadership person. Listen to your response. You did not give us a realistic response, but you gave us some positive response in terms of two. You said you respond to our market, yes, and you respond to the need of the scholarship. Now, my question is, I'm a student of public admissions perspective.
My question is, if you want to serve as a candidate, a potential candidate, comes from the land as presidential candidate, there are a few major things we need to take into consideration. We suffer a lot of things in the country. Our country politics is divided into segments. We got the traditional segment, we got the intellectual class, and we have the people who are on the setback. Now, I'm saying in this normal case, you building bridges across, you doing contribution across, you reaching out to communities and other people across the country. One county, other country. Now, we the intellectual class believe in policy-oriented documents. We also say there are numbers of people who are unemployed in this country. Number one, I'm a graduate of university. I'm unemployed. There are few of my comrades who are unemployed. There are people in the country who are unemployed, and there are people who are struggling for salary equipment. Now, we want to go to the ballot box. We want to go to the radio station and make advocacy on your policy-oriented document. We don't want to say Musa Bele preach because someone who doing business in the preach. We want to be told that Musa Bele create a policy that affected people who are educated and got job by an agency or a company. So our argument, our concern now is 29 is far. We want you to be every Tuesday and Thursday in section creating an argument that will create employment for our people across the country, because there are a lot of you people who are unemployed today. We don't want to be left behind. Comes from the now. So my argument or my question in this dialogue is, what are being some of the policy documents since you got re-elected in 2023 elections for the parliament about unemployment in our country? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Comrade. The forum again interesting that our Musa Bele does not have the appetite to lead the Rafada into legislature. Can you present to them? What have you done for unemployment in Liberia? What you tend to do? Why your policies? Why? What are your eyes of commitment? What have you done in the national legislature to prevail? His question is, what have you done?
He understood that.
He's a student and asking a question for the State Board University. Honorable, you have the privilege to communicate.
Thank you. Good question. I've been a lawmaker now for 2 years. But the first thing I did, the first law I proposed, and I followed the law until it passed to the House, and it is currently at the Senate. It's a law that protects Liberian jobs. The new Immigration Act, which the House passed in the Senate, make sure that all the jobs you see here today that foreigners are doing for foreign companies, if the Senate passes that bill, that will never happen again. And the people like you will have a position. So that's the first law I passed. I will say it. Beyond that, in the 2025 budget, I propose, even though the rest of the guys did not agree with me, that the government must do business with companies that have Liberian partnership. Unfortunately, they did not pass that, but I insisted on that. I propose a bill which is still before the Senate, the House, for a certain amount of money to be given to the Liberian Business Association. Just last week, I proposed 2 bills, which the House has now submitted to the committee. One of the bills is that today in Liberia, the banks are depositing a lot of everybody's money, but they are not giving them out. So, what Nigeria, Ghana, Rwanda, South Africa, and other countries are doing is to pass a law that says you must give loan up to 60% of the deposit that you have, so that the bank can just keep the money in the bank. So with that, what we have done as a A second law, which was submitted to the House yesterday, was to say that the government must create a credit bureau. Normally, when you go to bank now, they say, oh, people can't pay there. They don't put everybody in one category, whether you are a good customer or not. They make it difficult for everybody. So credit bureau will be created, and that bureau, if you are a good customer, by law, you should have access to loan at all times, as long as you pay your loan. That's the second thing that we just proposed yesterday. The third thing we passed, which is a little bit controversial, but it's important for our democracy, is that if, let's take CNC, if CNC take you and make you representative and make you senator, and then by the time you reach in our house there, you totally forgot about CNC. That law say you will lose that seat. When CNC expel you, you will move on that seat. You move up by election. That's why today the speaker was removed. Because all the Unity Party, now only 11 lawmakers that they want only 11 seats out of 73 seats. But all the lawmakers then flock to them because of executive influence, and they refuse to listen to their party. If this law was enforced, we still have political power today as speaker. Because if you don't listen to your party has the right to withdraw your name, and then you move the seat. So that is the second law. The last one, every country in the world gave their citizens that live outside the country the opportunity to vote. It's all Liberia. When our constitution was written in 1986, it is in our constitution that Liberians outside must have the right to vote. And election commission is ignoring that law, and so we propose an amendment to election law that say that those people must be given a chance to vote just as you and myself. Just imagine, the last election was decided by a school 17,000 votes. Do you think that maybe the result will be different today? In Liberia, almost 300,000 Liberians live outside Liberia, but they don't have the opportunity to vote. So we are working. Nobody in the House of Representatives is working more than us. We have to work record. My district is 4 hours from here. But since I became lawmaker, I've never spent 2 weeks in the road there without going to my district. I'm there all the time. I was there last week, going there next week, and the week after, as long as I'm here. And I'm still working there. I'm still making road. I'm still making, in spite of my national agenda. I never forget the people who gave me power. Now we are taking care of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Musa Hassan Beleke. Clarity of the most difficult question were answered by a comrade from State Farm University. It's an honor to have you. We're going to work on just 2 more people before our honors because we need to go. Time is fast spent. We don't spend the whole day. Everybody will have questions. Respect the studios and program. We have the set program. Either people to make particular statements. The government has a woman for come please start on for the short statement.
Thank you very much. Let me use this opportunity, Mr. President, to applaud you for that elaborate speech. When you were speaking, my concern was drawn to the aspect of comparative analysis. In Liberia, over the time, we have observed the leadership of Unity Party, we have observed the leadership of CDC. And you, as an emerging party sitting in the capacity as a state bearer, I want you to tell us, Liberians, some of us, based upon your deliverables, we have created a passion and the vigorosity to support you. But I want you to tell us what difference as a political leader, emerging political leader, can you make that can distinguish yourself from the angle of CDC in terms of development,
from the angle of unity party in terms of development? What can you do to benefit the common people of this country when you become the next president of Liberia?
Thank you. Man moving and man dropping. And the listening questions are in the little. And the emotional answer.
Thank you. Look, first of all, I want to make it clear that CMC is a people movement, and therefore our policy are people driven. We can never be like the others. Let me give you something. The budget is the first thing. Today, and in the last 8 years, the government has allocated less than $100,000 to each district. Under us, the minimum amount that will go to the district, each district in Liberia, will be $1 million. That $1 million will be presided over by community leaders. As you know, every community has a head. Every year, the community will sit down in the presence of the lawmaker and the senator and the superintendent and decide exactly what they want to do with that $1 million. There will be no restriction. They can decide to give some of their children scholarship overseas. They can decide to build hospital. They can decide to take some of that money and give it as loan for the women. The Liberian poor have no relationship with the budget. Under us, they will have direct relationship with the budget. The budget belongs to them. And therefore, we will give an asset minimum because it could be more. A minimum of $73 million will be divided among the 73 districts, and the people, not the representative, not the superintendent, not the senator, the community leaders in that district will sit in a convention and sign a resolution as to what they want to do with that money. And that money will be put in an account where the community will elect leaders, and only those leaders will sign that check for the money to come outside. That will be the people's relationship with the budget. The second thing is there will be absolute free education. Nobody, except you want to go to master, but nobody will pay school fee from primary all the way to PSC. What does that do? You ask private school, right? All we'll do to the private school is that we'll sit with them, establish the cost of the school, and the government will read and check. So school will be everywhere. The government school, you and I know before, including this government school here at Government House. Government school used to be the best school in this country before. We want to return to that and get the best facility. It is possible. The legislature, where I said, for doing nothing, they eat more than $60 million a year. So if you give money to Liberian people, we are going to be different from all the other parties. So that, and also, one of the most important things is healthcare. We are going to make hospital business like a business, which means we allow companies from Turkey, from America to come and build hospital all over. And then with the citizen card, every citizen will be entitled to free primary care. All you have to have to get access to that primary care is your national ID card. Okay? Because there will be a national insurance. Who pays for that insurance? The government pays, and everybody who working. When you working somewhere, 25 hours of your monthly pay will go to work to pay for hospital for everybody. When that money comes to 50 million, the government will add another 50 million to that. That's the money that the government will write check to give to the hospital to take care of our people. At least so that primary health care can be in the country. You ask the question, go to Africa. Primary health care is free. It's possible. So much healthcare free. And most African countries do it. And that's what we do. Thirdly, we are giving 1% of our budget to agriculture. We are buying $300 million worth of rice from overseas every year. Under our government, we will take all the money we need to make our own farm, grow our own rice, and stop the importation of rice in this country. So, agriculture, road, and healthcare, and education, those will be the pillar. And those are not a pillar of the past government. Because if they were pillars of the past government, then it means that those areas today will be much improved. The fact that we are struggling for agriculture, the fact that we are struggling for road, the fact that we are struggling for healthcare, the fact that education is a mess, it means that it has never been a priority for previous parties. And we will make it a priority. Thank you.
I want to say thank you. Time is fast spent. We'll take our last two with consultation as a leader to conclude. I'm the master of ceremony of this program. So because of time, we can't satisfy everybody. If you agree, you hate me, you hate me. But we have a closure. Because this is everybody. Brother, can you the floor? Jeremiah, take the money back home. You are welcome. Last little as a co-host MC, your last message. Hello? 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 Honorable Benedict. Yeah, you are about to go to break down. You are a family in the laptop. And I know because you are fasting, and that's how you cannot very read the dinner. You hope and pray that after you shall break it fast, you're going to be back here. But thanks a minute, you got two things. Looking at our winner, particularly our marketing, that's my concern, and looking at the young people. Once those two things are done, I'm not a member of the CMC, I voted the CDC, but one matter of this is Liberia. But from the way you are perpendicularly dealing with the issue, that means because you are there, you are for me. So any good thing that happened for me in a whole lot of people, I'm glad. And let me also say thanks to this chairman. You are hard to grab. You are very hard to grab. But the fact that this chairman grabs you and you are here today, we want to say thanks for coming and thanks to all of us for adding value to this program. Let's always pray and have this chairman so that whenever you call Mr. Musa Benedict, let him be available and time talk to us and help us transform some of the issues that we have here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the closure. The honorable has to break it fast. So we call the chairman Kanazari, who is Mr. Jara, for a concluding statement of the passion. May we all be standing. Honorable Musa Benedict, please sit as the chairman and just a closing statement for the action. In Jesus' name, for the sake of the audience, for those that just coming, let me reiterate my name. I'm Homo Teresa Kanazari Jara, the youth representation of Nation number 9 at 12th Street, respectively. We want to use this medium to explain our honorable Embassy of Musa Hassan Berete for their speech and speeches and just provided for us. We want to appreciate you for coming for and on behalf of the youth progress of this community and District number 9 respectively. We want to once again use this medium. And we'll not stop telling you thanks for coming because there are so many communities that are wishing for you to be there. But the opportunity have not been given to them for you to be in the community. So 12th Street and that District number 9, we say we are blessed. So having heard all of the speeches, we say thank you for coming, but we forgot something. And if I not try to bring it out, I will be very, very biased. We have our Muslim community here, and the guy most they are fasting because we have people leaders. Yeah, we have people leaders, so they will not be putting enough scope for other people and other places, and they will leave our Muslim community there. So they are only undergoing renovation, and they tell us to please have you remanded because we are not in the know to say it. So we want to bring it to the attention to please see reason in helping the Muslim community for the renovation. So once again, now the boy, you thank so kindly for coming, and therefore. The people who would pray in the mind for one meaning or service because we have different goals. Can you please come? Thank you. This is the Royal Father in the Regional Center of Creation Cinco. It's on the day of Declaration Day. That is March 11, 2026. The order of the program. May we all please thank the King for a standing ovation, your official welcome remark, just with a hand clap, and say, Musa Benete welcome. Let us finish. You can have it. I have too much energy today. I'm glad the welcome remark. The welcome remark will be done by the youth chairman. And now when Alice is not around him up to the factory to welcome from conference. Can we have a meeting? Can we do this? Our mothers will not be forgetting. We will make a remark to tell them. And you will listen to what you will say. You can credit for our family. The market players are the ones that move the economy. So, Kanazawi, the National Youth Chair of 12 people community, honor who auspices that God has to be represented. I know the chairman is running after things and telling people to come together or yes, because they don't know the right. So I want, if he's not here to do the welcome remark, we'll call him. Amanda! How are you doing here? Amanda! We are sure to tell us. I can't
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you Honorable Musa Hassan Berete, one of the most funniest species in our country. And you know, I'm speechless because he's homo with all what he has. He stay homo. Many people can't do it. So we will welcome him, and then we'll get to our era, the tradition, and we'll do the tradition aspect before we can proceed with the other item on our agenda. So, Honorable Musa Hassan Berete, having been the youth representation of District Number 9 and 12 community, I'm here to tell you and your team, you guys are wholeheartedly welcome to our community. Please, this is just the beginning because we have more interaction. We have our mothers here enough and others here, but due to the day today, the holiday, some people went for cleaning of faith and they stayed there. Some of them just came and they were seated due to the time they said, oh, we get themselves pressure and come back. But we got more interaction to carry on. I'm too overwhelmed because this whole time Honorable Musa Hassan Berete sent for me, and he and I sat in his office. Poor boy, man, picking get boy and got up now, so I was too surprised. But you know how time, where you come from, he gave me the respect and he told me, Chairman, thank you for coming. I want to pay you a visit. So this is almost like acquaintance visit. We have a specific day where he will be inviting him, taking over to the district, and the entire youth leadership of District Number 9, where I represent, will be present, and just for having his own. Just for having informed our important chair of the community, Richard David Senior, he's not well. He's home, so because of that, he was not able to make his way here. So, ladies and gentlemen, not to bore you, the Homo 7, this is Musa Hassan Berete, Honorable Berete, Yahoo, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's going to be very from we have an official sheet of the program. And I was warned by the honorable that we have to also because of respect for the interest. So we won't get into the program. The overview of the program. The overview of the program. That will be done by other remarks. Back will be a remark here. Back will come here to be the official remark because he is a CMC man by nature. So, likely the consultation, our tradition for all of our countries of 15 dispensation is a battlefield. The Council of the Muslim is here, and I will call on my brother to do the tradition. Who said Musa Hassan Berete, honorable, so that he can.
I have always told people that the people you trust in the don't vote on party lines. When they see you, you honor them, you respect them, they vote for you. Plenty people make the land without any to win election here for the second time. Plenty people make our priesthood to win election. Plenty people make honorable to win election. So when they put the hair on and they tell it for you, nothing will stop you from winning. Don't bother to win for. They tell them out of the club about and say, you are not following me. Now that is here. I am blessed by the church people because when they're here for anybody here, nothing will stop you from winning. So I know to make it short, church people, they are configuring more because there are so much other fathers that are here. So I'm holding your hand to put your hand up. You will be the next president for the repair of Liberia. This is the next president of the repair of Liberia. Any person will not just die. You will be the next president of Liberia. If you are not in election, you are creating what you want to do to me. You will be the next president. Thank you so much. Our women, our mother women, our young boys, our elders. I have said this on behalf of the entire press, the elder council, the youth, the women, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank God that I'm going to be the next representative for Pastor Nine. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we get a big clap for the senior? Come the pastor when you come there, you go less than 1 minute to move through. And this time we want to run around. You want to know the reason why we are here. That's the most part of the important thing of the program. So we call Kanazari, who is the chairman for the invite, who is a local leadership. So Kanazari, can you guys welcome?
Thank you very much. Once again, by the way of communication, I'm Joseph Kanazari Jara. Having been privileged. Having been privileged. Anita, having been privileged to be the young people representation of our noble district, besides the district number 9, and question from Native. So, honorable, once again, we say thank you for turning up. But like we regularly stated, we got more to attend to. There are so many issues. You have somewhere to go where you said, due to the respect you asked for the question people and that of district number 9, since you promised and the people were already in the know that you were coming make your way here today, you could not disappoint the people of this noble community. So we say thank you so kindly for coming. But we have a few issues here, and your goal and your proceeding in country, we know you are developmental oriented individual. So we try to cross-pollinate ideas in your absence, and we have decided to bring a theme to your table. And we know there will be more to come in terms of working relationship. So now to bore us, one area on the agenda is the activities that we occupy covering the intellectual center, the Robert Island Intellectual Center. We are appealing to the honorable office to please see reasons in carrying on renovation. We put maybe diamond wire and that of diamond wire on the other side because all the past time people come here and be here. And even put toilet up here. And please help us carry on renovation without a television if possible. We will need solar panel there because we know that LCC is not costing. And as an intellectual center, we are here to cross-pollinate ideas every time, every moment, every second. So it is incumbent upon us to navigate our ways to see how then we can get the honor to aid us in the process, because we will not come here and then we're in because at times when we are about to cross-pollinate ideas, we need speakers. And one speaker is not there, the voice will not expect a certain level. So we thought
then we decided that we should bring it to our attention and be able to at least carry on renovation and get us television and that of circle and the solar panel light. Secondly, we believe in our expertise as well, so we decided to approach the district because if we stay there today, although we talk for 12 street, but I'm representing the young people of District Number 9 as well. So when we now bring the flag of the young people of District Number 9, we will be ungrateful. So honor me, we thought it wise to bring to our attention that many of the young guys and young girls in District Number 9 are not in school, both vocationally and that of academic. But for now, the academic aspect of the school is in progress, so we are appealing to the honorable office, if necessary, to please help us with 200 scholarships for the young people of District Number 9 research centers. On the other hand, our marketeers of recent, we all know the financial constraint in this country. We do not have the hand to help our marketeers. We do not have the hand to help our mothers. We do not have the hand to help our fathers because they really, some of our fathers go by them and dash the children on them and they don't know their whereabouts. And they're going through a lot of difficulties when it comes to finances. From what we did here over the past time, and you've been helping a lot of young women, elderly, and marketeers around the country, across Liberia. So on this way, we are appealing to the honorable office to please provide a loan for our marketeers to be able to get businesses doing so they can be able to feed their family and all activities to be done. Last day, I stand to be corrected on our agenda. We do believe that you believe in democracy and this community. For me, in person, Joseph Kanazari Jara, representing the youth office of this community, our town has enough. And we do believe in democracy. If you want to stay in power, to get power is easier, but to maintain is difficult. So if you feel you can get the power, for some of us, we are not in fear, we are fearless. Because all the past time, it is there with the extinction, the extinction that we are working, we are not posting. But in the night, we can be here. One of the witnesses for our workings is the Just Cartel that were all around in this community. The young people of this community, we calibrate themselves, and otherwise, we do believe that we are the future leader of this country, and it will be very much unfair for us to say that young men and women, our marketeers, so they join us. We went ahead to destroy the ghetto in collaboration with LBR of Liberia. So obviously, the youth leadership, the community leadership is saying that we want to go to election. Our town has enough 1 year plus now. And having been a true leader, wherein we speak the truth for the masses, it will be very all necessary that we hold the people power wherein we are not going to election. So we are appealing to the honorable office to please in a big way try to help us, this community, to go to the 12th Street general election. Both women, youth, elders, and that of the marketing workforce. So Honorable Musa Hassan Belete, our potent leader, we are humbled to receiving you here. And we want to urge you that we are open to working with you at your convenience time. Let me make this clarity. Having been a leader, I owe no apology to anybody inviting Honorable Musa Hassan Belete to this committee. Because having been a leader, I do not have a salary until when the appropriate time reaches. Because we are here to advocate on behalf of the community. So when we take that, many other people will be afraid to come to our community. So we owe the leadership of this community, both besides the young people, and that of the nation, and we owe no apology to anybody. So ladies and gentlemen, homies and friends, distinguished audience, your homo servant Joseph Anasarija, thank you very much. Amanda. Amanda. Tell you. Because Amanda people tell you. C'est fait, CFT, c'est fait. Vous carrez la semence, c'est fait. Radional Téléthon. Radional Téléthon. Backwardness. Sorry delay. Honor payment. Prevention for junior and starting to replace that. Okay, we now put the rules to relax. Because the honorable lawmakers, now your two law-based figure will be addressing us. And before he addresses this global people or platform, it's important for the records and our women, our marketers, we call one representation, even though the chairman, what the chairman did was, he opened the way. He does not sell in the market while he buys in the market. So you tell him you know that complete. You come and say to him, you also look at the youth, we just learn them, some we just learn them. Okay. But we also have to recognize the institution for two aspects. I will speak for them in representation. And now PCMT, who also talk to us from there. The next other will be the introduction of the guy that will be done by New Cape Global. From there, we'll be the speaker, question, answer, conclusion, and closing prayer. Thank you very much. You join us from the food of question and from the fountain of knowledge where Liberia has one of the most permanent. Welcome back again to our initial stage of our program. This is amazing to have the renowned testimony back from you. We'll call people to do the formal introduction of the honorable lawmaker. But before then, the winning flag was to the chairman. And this honorable understands in the person but this is our history we want to make today. Join our mind, our question, recognizing the question, to join in the rest of the people. This is what we have. To welcome Musa Hassan Belete, this is an individual from an institution that was then here today. Musa Hassan Belete being the owner of the petroleum stand. The national election, but an official. So we want to call out this. Musa Hassan Belete honorable have time. So we're bringing on quickly with all invitation. So Mr. Hassan Musa Belete, the owner of Siemens, the petroleum. You are welcome on the stage of the back in history that we're going to. You are welcome. Thank you.
To the young people of this village, is tonight to the sitting representative of our people, to the members of CMC, we are present First, I want to tell you thank you for inviting me here to interact with the community. I've always said Liberians have given everything to political parties, and they continue to give it to them. Election time comes, the parties will come with the seed oil. At that time, our people anger have already blocked their vision. And what that does, when you are blessed with a sitting government, then you don't evaluate the next person you're going to vote for. Just because you are angry with the person who is running. But if you keep doing that, you keep going around the circle, the same circle. And the community will not change. Our budget has gone up to 1.2 billion. And communities like this, with all these makeshift buildings, should be completely removed and replaced with affordable housing for the ordinary people. It is not difficult. It sounds very difficult. If you check it, these things, it will not cost the government more than 10, 15 million, $1,000 to build one of these. When you save a family, you build a community, this community, there's no police station, there's no government clinic where people can go to get free medical service. Yes. These are things that we overlook. And these are the actual responsibilities of government. My argument is since 2005, we are getting two political party changes. They can't come here today and tell you and myself for you to give them another chance when they cannot account for the chances that you are giving them. It is good when you are a leader. You must be able to tell the people it's not like before. Because you have not tried this person before, it makes sense to vote for that person. But voting for someone that you have tried before, the trouble that comes from that are your own trouble there. Anything that comes from that is your own trouble. Let's not take ourselves to circle. Think about the children. Think about the many young people today that are living life that they don't want to live. The young people that are struggling today with drugs, you go into their heart, they don't want to be drug dealers. I mean, they don't want to be consuming drugs. It is not a life that they want to. People don't know how to manufacture this thing. It is because the government play blind eyes. This thing comes through our border. It comes through our security system. And it lands on the street. And today, our children are suffering. We want to eliminate that. The politicians, the usual suspects, will come to you here and offer no solution. All they will do, and we don't want to do that anymore. The way United Party is in power, to come here every day and blasting our United Party and telling us what United Party is doing with Liberian people, it's not the solution. The solution is tell the people what United Party is doing and what you are going to do differently. And when you say it, point to the record. Point to the record. Because all of us, by 2029, will have record. Even Masaya, I will have record. By 2029, I will have been in as a representative for 6 years. So if I come to you here and say, I'll do this, I will point to my record and say, go check so. I told the people that I will do it and I did it. That's why you should use to choose your representative. That's why you use to choose your senator, and that's why you use to choose your president. Everybody has a record. Now, people must account for the small time you give them. You cannot continue to listen to rhetoric. So you see, we are going to spend less and less time talking about the wrong thing other people have done. We're going to spend more time talking about how we want to move the society. There are several things in this community that can be done easily. There are small things that we can do. There are like the youth program. We are not the government. Okay? We may not able to do everything that you ask for, but definitely we can prove our work by doing so. We may not give our mothers, okay? We may not give them everything, but at least the least that they need, whether they keep it as a susu or they keep it as market money, so that tomorrow when they don't have money, they can go there and borrow from their set and go take it out and come and pay it back within their own grouping. That's what CMC is about. We don't want to. The reason why we are active now is because we don't want to come 2029 and start promising. No. We are coming early because we will make commitment to you, and then within the time we can fulfill the commitment, and then 2029 will come to you, then we'll point to our commitment that we made and fulfilled. And you can make the call. Liberia will never change unless there was no coup. Everybody vexed with lawmakers. Oh, the lawmakers taking more pay. But who put in there? They put down when they buffet. I want to say, don't be angry and make decisions. All the things that can happen, when you get a lawmaker, you test with a lawmaker, somebody making noise today with no direction. You say, we don't want him and I'm not going to. We have tried that several times. It has not worked in the case of Liberia. All I ask is for all to pause and think and look at the vision of everybody. But don't vote for people that you have entrusted with power before and they did nothing for you. Don't vote knowing that the outcome is known to you, that the person got a record of not performing. If you cast that ballot out of sentiment, what's going to happen? We have a $1.2 billion budget, but today there has been 48 hours. Why you think a few minutes ago, or maybe 2 hours ago, our security forces just finally arrived at the border? Why do you think that happened? Because they have nothing to work with. They have no logistics. Why do you think that Guinea is taking their army and be brave to come and roll that flag on that border? Why? Because they saw nobody there. At the border, they saw nothing there. If you had security there and walk posted white man, that would not happen. And the only way that can happen if you have a budget that looks after. Most of the young people here, what are they doing? Nothing. They wake up in the morning, they have nothing to go to. No vocational school, no free. Now, when the other people come and tell you they're going to offer everything to you free, you will have to check their record. But what we are saying, with $1.2 billion, every child should have access to education all the way to college. It is not hard. It doesn't even cost 300 million. But guess what? This, our budget that we have, our country, we gave $149 million in duty free. That alone can take care of the free education system. The legislature, look at the kind of money that is being wasted over there. If you clean those money, you can put in education, this country will change. Almost everything you want to do now, you got to find foreigners to do it for you. Because our young people are not trained. You want good plumber, you got to bring foreigners. You want carpenter, you got to bring people because our people are not trained to do it. And they can never be trained unless we invest in it. So, we are here to tell you, Mr. Chairman, that we work with you. We have never, CMC has been mostly outside of Monserrado. Starting from April, we start coming in Monserrado. We come here officially, but your communications and the things that you ask us to do, we promise you, and I want everything to be transparent. So I will go to the office and I will write you a formal letter, and in that letter, I will tell you what I will do. I believe that we will renovate this place. I believe that we will renovate this place. And I also believe that what we should focus on most, every community will go to, we have to focus on two groups. The first group are the young people, followed by our women. As CMC go there, everywhere we go, besides rural business, those are two groups that we pay attention to. So for the women, our women chair will come here. So we come to the office next week because we are on our way to San. And then bring the cheerleading. Bring the cheerleading for the community. And you're walking through one group, the women. Yeah? And you got leadership for the market women. So I want the leadership to come next week to meet our cheerleader so that we can put together a small loan for you to start working among yourself. For the young people, yes, we will sponsor some of you. And Mr. Chairman, when you come to the office, we'll give you the letter. Right now, our commitment is that the number you give us will initially do 50. We sponsor 50. If you come in the office and make a compelling case, we will increase that number. But based on the case that you make. The things that we do, especially when it comes to young people and women, we're not doing it on partisan basis. We're looking at young people and their capacity. We are playing with something in this country. Leaving the young people by themselves, without direction, without help. They are more than us. The day they get frustrated with us, we ourselves will not sleep. Let's not do that. Let's get, as soon as possible, some of them to go to that trade school, when they graduate, and then you give them a starting capital. When they start working, and they see people who come in the community to talk to their friends. That's the way to do it. And then every now and then, when there's a new class, we'll make sure we put additional one there. So when there's a new class, we put additional one. I think you know, in 2-3 years, you have created a whole legion of young people who are committed to changing themselves and changing the Liberia should not be talking about, I have to say this very honestly, we should not be talking about trade school for our young people. We should be talking about proper education for them. The government has to offer free education. That if we're going to live in Liberia, we are talking about a country that is dominated today by foreigners in all capacity, economy. There are companies in this, there are mining companies here that bring foreign drivers. And so, how can we allow that? We are, instead of forcing the company to employ Liberians, now because we're selling work permit for I think 3,000, so we look at the money we raise. That 3,000 should be money that should go in the pocket of the young Liberian who should be doing that work, and that's what people miss. So, Chairman, it's past month, and I'll be happy to take a few questions, and I look forward to fulfilling my commitment. What we promise is very important. We live up to our promises. That's the difference between CMC and other parties. When we come to here, that's why you will not see both parties now. Even the ruling party, that's why you can't see them now. They will never come at this time. Because when you come at this time, the people will put their problem before you. And they are afraid to come because when you put a problem before them, then you not tie neck around that, a rope around that neck. We are prepared to take the people on. We are prepared to look at your problem because we will come back and tell you, vote for us, we'll do more. But our record will be speaking for us at that time. If I don't do the things I say here, how can I come here to campaign? I've already made commitment that I will do this, I will do that, right? If I don't do it, you will not even listen to me. But if we live up to our commitment, then it make it easy. So we are here for a reason, and the other parties are not here for a reason. They feel that you can be taken for a while. I believe that all of them, they think that 2029 is going to be, I will say. Well, I think they're going to get a shock of their lives. And I people will rise up and make rational decisions. And make the decision that is good for the country, that will change us and allow us to change our system, our educational system, our road system. Many people working here, we just raised $200 million from Mega State. I beg them, I said, $200 million here. They're putting agriculture. Many people here would have gone on their farm in their ability to start making farm. If they heard that money were in the bank, or you make farm, you will get some. But now they don't take that money and put it on top of the whole budget. By December, everything will disappear. Whereby, if they have put that 200 million in an agricultural budget, 50 years from now, that money will still be in. Because you want big farm, you go borrow 20,000, 50,000 as a fruit, 100,000.
Some of you may be aspiring to positions of leadership in the political arena, but the question is, why do you want to lead? In Africa, the shortest route to ill-gotten wealth is political leadership. If you want to get wealth without working for it at all, join African politics.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. People fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not the world. I said we tired with their lies, we tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that's why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not the corrupt. No one to trust, my people, no one to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay. People suffer, no work, but people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. People fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not the corrupt.
Some of you may be aspiring to positions of